going to discuss about the irrational numbers. Irrational numbers means which are not rational numbers. That is why this set of numbers are known as irrational numbers, which are not rational. So till now you have understood what are rational numbers and how to represent them on the number line. Now let us understand slowly, one by one, step by step, what are irrational numbers. So besides rational numbers, there are irrational numbers also. These rational numbers and irrational numbers together we call them as real numbers. Real numbers. These two together, they are real numbers. Okay? Because real means existing. So all these numbers, they are existing on the number line. So let us understand some irrational numbers with some examples. Square root terms are there, square root numbers, root 2, root 3, cube root of 5, etc. All these things are examples for irrational numbers. So now, this root 2, root 3, these things can be represented on the number line, even cube root of 5 also, right? But in this class, root 2, root 3, how they are going to represent it on the number line? Because root 2 is nothing but root 1 square plus root 1 square. So it is nothing but root 2. So if you are taking a right angle triangle, this side is 1 and this side is 1. So hypotenuse is equal to, using the Pythagoras theorem, you are getting 2. That means this length is 2. That is why this root 2 is represented on the number line. That is why root 2 is known as real number, because it is existing on the number line. Okay, so let us understand very much deeply the irrational numbers. How to represent root 2? Represent root 2 on number line. This is your first target, because once you know the number, you should be able to locate this number on the number line, right? So draw a number line. I am just giving you in short. So 0, 1 and 2 and so on. You can do it geometrically also, right? Geometrically. I am explaining without geometrical instruments. I advise you to do this using the geometrical instruments, because I am going to explain step by step. So at 0, you draw one more number line. This is horizontal number line and this is vertical number line. So whatever the length is there, whatever length is there between 0 and 1, the same length you also put here. So then what happens? This is 1 and 2 and go on, so on. So that means this length is 1 and this length is 1. Because it is perpendicular, if you join these two things, what happened? This will become hypotenuse and this is root 2. So hypotenuse square is equal to square root of side square plus side square. So this is nothing but root 2. Now we got length of root 2. You understand? Take compass, keep the needle at one point, pencil tip on the other point, so that you will be getting the distance between the tip and the pencil tip is root 2. So from 0 you cut an arc with the same radius. That means you have to take the radius of root 2 in the compass. So compass will be like this. This will be needle and this will be the pencil. So in between this is a radius, we call it as. This radius you have to take 2. That means you can keep the compass tips here. So then you will be getting root 2. So from 0 you cut and mark, and this will be root 2. So root 2 we have got on the number line. Therefore it is a real number. But root 2 cannot be expressed as p by q, because p by q form are rational numbers. But root 2 cannot be expressed as p by q. That is why this root 2 number, the numbers like root 2 are known as irrational numbers. But these are located on the number line. That is why they are also called real numbers. So real numbers means irrational numbers and rational numbers. Together we call it as real numbers. Okay. So in simple, what are irrational numbers? At this position, which are not rational. Irrational numbers are which are not rational. They are the real numbers which are not rational. So all the numbers, all the real numbers which are not rational are irrational. Okay, all the real numbers which are other than irrational are rational. So in this way you can remember. In my next class I am going to teach you in few more things about the irrational number.